and welcome to the first video lecture of Principles of Marketing. I am Professor Prashant Birje and I am handling the subject Principles of Marketing for first semester. Now, in the introductory video, we had seen that there are 7 theory subjects, out of which one is Principles of Marketing. This is for 80 marks in RCU semester end examination and 20 marks internals. So a total of 100 marks and a 3-hour paper, that is question paper, will be set for your term end examination by the university. So 80 marks paper will be there at the term end and 20 marks will be there in internals. Now, Principles of Marketing basically deals with the basic concepts of marketing. Then we have the 4 P's of marketing and the STP, that is segmentation, targeting and positioning. So these are the basic things that you're going to study in Principles of Marketing. The course code for this is course number DSC 102. The main objective that has been set by the university is to know, that is, the basic concepts of marketing, and especially what I want you to learn is the practical aspect of marketing. For this, I will be giving you some field work, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it is difficult for you to go outside and do field work. We'll see how it works out. If possible, I'll give you very small project works which can be done at home or maybe somewhere very close to your home where you're comfortable with. Now, coming back to the syllabus. The entire syllabus has been divided into 5 modules or 5 units. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Unit number 1 talks about Introduction to Marketing. It is a basic module, a foundational module which covers the basic concepts of marketing, the definitions of marketing. In this, the main thing that you're going to study is 2 main things, in fact. The first one is the various concepts of marketing, that is the production concept, the product concept, the selling concept and the marketing concept. Now, when we are talking about all these concepts, the next thing that we are going to study is the marketing environment, that is the micro environment and the macro environment, that is the environment in which your marketing department works in. Micro environment deals with all those things that are inside the company which affects the marketing department, and macro environment deals with all the factors which are outside the company. They are bigger, larger things that affect nearly every player in the industry. Apart from all these things, we are learning some crucial and very important definitions of marketing. During this, I would be giving you a glossary, a dictionary of marketing, which consists of various definitions, meanings, and various words that we are going to use in this subject and you are going to use in your life throughout if you're taking marketing as your career. Another part of the first module is the recent trends in marketing. Now, in recent trends in marketing, what we are learning is the meaning only of various recent things that they are coming up in the market. You might have seen or you might have even ordered things on Flipkart, Amazon, eBay and so many other online businesses. Yes, this refers to e-business, and that is what we are covering in module number 1. E-business, telemarketing, M-business, that is mobile business, green marketing, relationship marketing, retailing, virtual marketing. Very important from the point of 2 marks questions. So I'll come to the question paper structure later on. So a lot of definitions can be asked from this part. This covers your unit number 1. Now let's move towards unit number 2. What all things are covered in unit number 2? Main thing, if you see in unit number 2, it has segmentation, that is market segmentation. Now, I was telling you about certain things, that is, what are the main things in marketing that you are studying? The core concepts, the micro and macro environment, the STP, and the 4Ps. These are the things that you are going to study in the entire syllabus. Out of the STP, that is these three thing alphabet, I'm talking about STP. S stands for segmentation. Segmentation basically deals with how you are going to segment the market, that is how you are going to divide the market. So it talks about segmentation. Once segmentation is done, automatically you have to do targeting and positioning of the product. So this is a very interesting module, and more importantly, it is a very crucial step in marketing process. So before you are selling, you have to do all these things, that is segmentation, targeting and positioning of your product. So it talks about basic concepts of segmentation, the target market and the positioning. In this you are also going to learn levels of market segmentation, various types of segmentation, the basis of segmentation, the consumer markets, basis of for segmentation, segmenting the industrial markets. Basically these markets we can classify into broadly two things. One is the consumer markets and the other is the business markets or the industrial markets. For example, I'll just tell you that if you're purchasing biscuits, if you're purchasing chocolates, if you're purchasing grocery, this is for your own final consumption. You're not going to sell it to someone else. So that is why they fall under consumer markets. So these are one category of products. The another group of products are those like wood purchased by a furniture shop. Now a carpenter who is running a furniture shop, he is going to prepare some furniture out of this wood. He is not going to use this wood for himself. So this comes under secondary market, that is your basically industrial markets. Similarly, if you are selling a CNC machine, then it comes under industrial market, because they are not going to use it. They are going to use that machine to prepare some other materials or to prepare some other products out of it, and those products are going to be sold. So these two categories of markets, that is consumer markets and industrial markets, this we are going to see. Apart from this, targeting and product positioning tools or strategies, tactics, this is what we are going to learn. It is very simple, so you can very easily get it. There are certain basic concepts out of it which you have to learn. The next module or the next unit, that is unit number 3, talks about new product development. Now we are coming close towards product development. Now what does this talks about? NPD, that is new product development. See, you're gonna develop a new product. How are you gonna develop a new product? How do you know that the need of the product exists? Okay, all these things we are gonna study in new product development. What are the various stages of new product development, like idea generation, idea screening, this, and lastly testing, and then commercializing. So all these things you are going to study in new product development. So the steps, meaning of new product, need, limitations for development of a new product, reasons for failure of a new product. There might be some new products which will fail. You might have come across many new products which have been launched in the market which fail. So what are the reasons for those? So that we'll be discussing. Apart from that, stages in new product development and consumer adoption process. Very interesting these things are there, and graphically you can show it by diagrams and all. So it is very easy if you understand the diagrams. And one thing I would like to tell you, any marketing subject can put in terms of diagrams, and diagrams are very easily understood by everyone, and it is very easy to memorize it also. So what I suggest is, try to put as many diagrams as possible in your notes. So this is about unit number 3, that is new product development. Then we talk about unit number 4, that is product and product pricing. See, I was talking about what all things at the beginning. Few things, that is marketing concepts. Then second thing, micro and macro environment. then STP that we have covered in the previous modules. Then the 4 P's. What are the 4 P's? Product, price, place, and distribution, that is promotion. Product, price, place, promotion, the 4 P's, out of which new product development covers the product part. Now product and pricing. So pricing, what how do you I see previous model dealt about new product development, but what about an existing product? So this unit, that is unit number 4, talks about an existing product. What are the various strategies that you can do, and also the pricing decisions, the pricing tactics and strategies that you can follow. Concept of product will be taught to you in this. The product life cycle, again diagrammatically you can show this, very interesting thing it is. So product life cycle, that is PLC, it is popularly known as. Then product classification, product line decision, product mix decision, pricing decision. So all these things, product mix decision talks about what are the various types of products you are going to have in your shop, or maybe in your basket, which you are ready to show it to your customer. Then pricing decisions, what are the various pricing decisions? When we talk about pricing decisions, the only thing that many students tell is discounts, but discount is not the only pricing decision that you are supposed to do. There are many pricing decisions that come, small and big. So these all things we'll be seeing in pricing decision, and how you have to price your product. It is also a very interesting topic. In fact, marketing itself is a very huge thing that you cannot study in 5 modules. You have to do lot of practical thing and lot of other internet related searches, library searches that you have to do to learn more about marketing. You cannot fit marketing in 5 modules. So we are just talking about, or we are just learning things in the classroom which are okay, or something which is what to say, little bit of a knowledge, a starting initial thing about the knowledge of marketing. But if you want more knowledge about marketing, you have to go for books, reading books in the library, and you can go for internet searches. These days internet is at just a click away, so you can do your search. But whenever you're doing searches on internet, be sure that the source that you are reading is quite authentic. So there are some websites where you can get some genuine information, which is good information, that I'll let you know later in the classes. Coming back to our syllabus, that is unit number 5. Unit number 5 talks about the promotion mix, that is the final fourth P of marketing. The 4 P's, I'll just repeat it once again: product, price, place, and promotion. Now, place was not included here. One thing that they should have included, I thought. So I'll just let you know what is place. Place is basically distribution, how you're going to distribute your product. See, you are going to manufacture your product in the factory, but it will not reach the customer unless you do distribution. You might have seen in kirana shops and all, people come in auto rickshaws on MAT with lot of pouches of products, lot of boxes of products, and they give it to the retailer. What happens there? He is a distributor. He is doing distribution, that is, he is placing the product. So all this comes under placing. That is also an important and a key role in marketing, placing of products. So that they have not included it that much, so that will be learning even though it is not included. And then we'll move towards unit number 5, which is probably one of the most important and probably something which, if you have little bit of general knowledge, if you've seen the market, you will get to know this topic very easily: promotion of product, how you are going to promote your product. So sometimes you might have seen that some malls, some shops, or some retailer gives discounts, they give rebate, they run certain contests. Now IPL is going on, there are a lot of contests also going on along with IPL. Paytm has come up with certain offers on this IPL. If he hits a 6, you will get something. If he wicket falls, you will get something. These kind of offers will be there. Then later on, apart from this, coming back to a syllabus, that is promotion mix, what are the various promotion things that you're going to use in your uh, company or in your business? So it may include lot of things, promotional tools. types of advertisements, like for example you can have advertisement to promote your product, you can have sales promotion, public relations, publicity, personal selling, distribution. So all these things you can do. You can go roam around. You might have seen some women coming to your homes, shops, to sell Tide, Ariel, so all these things, Ujala, so all these products. So what they are doing is personal selling. Eureka Forbes per person comes up with vacuum cleaner, Aquaguard, to give a demo to you. He is doing personal selling. So all these things comes under promotion. We'll see all these various things in unit number 5, then followed by designing marketing channels, channel functions, types of intermediaries. This last part, that is designing marketing channels, channel functions, and types of intermediaries, comes under placing. But before that, you should know what is placing. So that I was thinking to cover earlier. So these are the things. What are the basic things that are covered? Again, I'll repeat in this: the basic concepts of marketing, that is need, want, all the desires, all those things. Apart from that, concepts of marketing include product concept, production concept, selling concept, marketing concept. So these four concepts of marketing. Then the environment of marketing, that is micro environment and macro environment. Then we are talking about STP, that is segmentation, targeting, and positioning. And then we are talking about the 4 P's of marketing, that is product, price, place, and promotion. So only this much is there. In one sentence you can finish entire marketing syllabus by telling this, but even 1 year is very less to understand completely. We'll try our best to understand marketing not completely, as much as we can. But remember one thing: we cannot understand marketing unless we go on field. So we'll try to include some practical work in your marketing course. uh, Books now, very important. Suggested books, some wonderful books have been suggested. In fact, this is my all time favorite book. I have one copy, personal copy with me. That is Philip Kotler and Gary Armstrong. These two gentlemen have written a book called Principles of Marketing, and you can go through it. There's one more. There are many, in fact, co-authors for Philip Kotler. Philip Kotler is considered to be a marketing guru, and he has come up with very interesting and very important concepts on marketing. So we'll just go through those books. Those books are available in our library. In fact, many copies are available. Students generally do not take those books because the length of the books is it is quite big, but it is good. You can go through certain case studies of those if you are good in English. If you are One more thing I would like to add there is, if your English is not that good, work on your English, because you have to write your exams in English, and it gives you an advantage whenever you are writing some general things. Even in question paper, if a general question is asked, then you can answer it in a better way. Language is very important, whether you are talking or whether you are writing, or even when you are doing marketing. So with this, I would like to end today's lecture. I hope you have understood a little bit about what this subject is about. From next video lecture onwards, we'll start with the first module, that is first unit.